you've probably heard a lot around the science of manifestation, but there's also an area that's called the spiritual side of manifestation. So in this video, I'm going to be covering both. So don't skip any parts out because I want you to thoroughly understand what manifestation is truly about. So hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're quite new, head over to my website right now where you'll find more information about me. So in a nutshell, I incorporate my top psychic level ability. I'm a spiritual master, which just means a highly advanced channeler. So the way I use my energy is completely different to yours, and I get specific downloads from the universe, and I can see so much through the energy field and blah, 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 blah. There's so much more. And I incorporate that within manifestation coaching. So what I like to do is marry the science and also the spiritual aspect when it comes to manifestation as a whole. And you're probably wondering, why would we need both? Well, there's, being a psychic has its advantages. You're able to see through the energy field. You're able to validate things that an average person doesn't really know. So to have that ability and to incorporate within manifestation coaching really helps one really get behind the manifesting state. And that is quite unique and quite powerful, and also gives an advantage to those who I work with on a one-to-one basis. So we've all heard of Einstein's famous theory, right? E equals mc squared. So E is energy, M is mass, and C is the speed of light. So let's incorporate this theory as to how I'm going to break down what manifestation really truly is. So within manifestation is simply a desire. Every desire that we have is governed by what we call spiritual laws or universal laws. So a law of attraction, law of vibration, law of reversibility, law of cause and effect. There's so many. There's actually 12. And if you go away and you read about the spiritual universal laws, you'll begin to understand that each manifestation, each desire that you send out into that non-physical dimension or the quantum field, it is governed by spiritual laws. So when I incorporate the spiritual aspect and the science behind manifestation, that is what I do. So that's the advantage of utilizing my ability. How? Well, when I connect in with a client, what I'm doing is validating already what is in their energy field. So imagine getting those validations like, oh, how did you know I was like thinking of that? How do you know I actually have a desire of that? Well, that is my ability. And also, it's also my ability to see how that manifestation is really truly getting along. So mass can turn into energy, and energy can turn into mass. So an example I can give you is if we look at the law of reversibility, right? Steam can turn into water. Water can turn into steam. Steam and water are the same thing, but it's just vibrating at a different frequency. So if a circumstance can produce a feeling can also produce a circumstance. So whatever you are seeking, you must know that that is also seeking you, because thoughts are waves and waves carry a frequency. But mass also carries frequency and energy. So let me break that down to you. So every desire we have, what you need to know is that it already exists. It already exists in a different dimension within the quantum field. That is all. But it just doesn't have the mass yet. So when I say to people, right, your desire, I can see, I'm validating through your energy field. I can see what you're sending out. I can pick it up in the quantum field, because as a psychic, I have access to that. Naturally, I just have the access. So to be able to pick it out from a whole different dimension than an average person, well, that allows me to figure, okay, right, if I know it's here, then it's just a matter of time before we see it in our 3D physical reality. And when psychics give a timeline, it's usually based off the energy. The best way to explain this, guys, is if you have a desire, you've sent it out, it's in a whole different dimension. As a psychic, I'm picking it off from the non-physical dimension. And when I'm doing that, then it's a form of navigation. It's like, right, okay, how long is it till it comes? Okay, what tweaks does she need to make to fast track it or to bring it faster? Right, okay. What's the thought process like? Okay, she's got a bit of resentment, or she's holding back. Can you see where this is going? Can you see how one utilizing a psychic like myself fast tracks you even more? So as a psychic, how is it that I'm able to see 10 steps ahead than an average person? Well, if you look at the quantum field, right, there are different realities in there. There's different dimensions. So when you send a desire out to that, as a psychic, I'm pulling it down from that dimension because I have access to it. That's the ability, that's the gift that I have. I have access to certain dimensions. And when I pull it down and I give the validation, what I'm also able to see is how that desire is going to come about. How is it possible? Well, an example I'll give to you is one of my clients. She's on a reality show TV, and as I was connecting in, I gave her a name, Caroline. I also gave how she was connected to, I think it was a Jimmy Fallon show in the US that she's been on it. And this is going to be a very significant person on your pathway that's going to help you aid towards your manifestation, towards your desire. So what the universe does is, even though you set the desire out, it will place your energy in the right place at the right time with the right people to bring about more of that energy that's going to align to your desire. So that's one thing that I said to my client. And the reason why I said that, or the reason why people will get such insight, is because they don't miss that opportunity. They don't miss, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just talking to this person, just connected. No. What I did was I said, right, as soon as that happens, join the dots. And she's like, Annie, I did meet her and she was on the Jimmy Fallon show and she had that interview. And I said, right. I said, when I go more into an energy, this is someone that's part of your journey going towards your desire. It's amazing, really. Now, we can all quantum jump to our desired reality. But how do we do that? Well, what you need to do, and you've probably heard this like a million times, is you have to align your vibration to the frequency of your desire. So that's where your subconscious mind comes in. So a lot of people would talk about the subconscious mind. You've got a lot of mental performance coaches, you've got people, mindset coaches, and that, yes, it does work. But you got to remember, you are mind, body, and energy aligned. You come as a package. It's not just the mind. What about your energy? What about getting behind your vibration? What about learning how your body moves? Getting your body to adapt to certain emotions? There's a lot more to it. So when it comes to the mind, the mindset, right? This is why your thoughts and your emotions are so vital. It's so vital to manage your thoughts and emotions when it comes to the subconscious area. Because what you want to do is start changing the paradigms within your subconscious mind. That's the mind. What about the body? How do we get the body to shift and move, with a different emotion? How do we do it? Well, this is all things that I've psychically done with my team, which is full of spiritual masters that really know their stuff when it comes to mind, body, and energy together. So the energy part of it all, this is where you really truly have to have a spiritual angle. You've got to have an open mind. You've got to understand, what is your energy saying? How is my energy flowing? What are the blocks within my energy field? What can be done to further improve that? So really have an open mind. An example I'm going to give to you is this lady. She came for a love and relationship reading about 2 years ago. And when she asked me, she says, Annie, I have been in and out of relationships. I said, right. So when I connected in, I gave her a name and I said, who is this person? And when she validated to me that this person was the person that sexually assaulted her, I knew straight away, okay, we know what we've got in your energy field. We've got a stored trauma. We've got a block here. So I knew as a psychic, as a healer, that is the root that we have to address. So you're probably wondering, how do we remove the trauma or the panic or the anxiety or the fear out from the energy field? Well, it's something that's very advanced and it's called healing. Healing. So what that means is, again, when I talk about psychic and I talk about psychic abilities, there's very rare few that are able to go into an energy field and really heal it from within, remove it out. So we're not just talking about reprogramming the subconscious mind. We're not talking about therapy. This is much advanced stuff, because to us, what we recognize is that you guys are all have your mind, body and soul, but it's a combination. It's not just the mind. So we can't neglect the energy part of it. So remember, it comes as a package. So doing that, it's quite niche and technical in itself. But over the series of sessions, where she is now from where she was 2 years ago, even her own therapist saw a huge change in her. And she asked her, she goes, wow, what's happened to you? And she was like, well, you know, I've been getting my vibrational increase done. I'm at 997. I've been doing meditations one-to-one with the spiritual master, Annie. I had some energy work done. Her own therapist noticed a change in her. So within those 2 years, within the duration of working with me, within 3 months, her own therapist noticed it. So for me, that speaks 1,000 words too. So never underestimate, guys, what a top level psychic, a top healer can actually do, particularly when it comes to your manifesting state. So fast forward to where she is now. She's in a loving relationship. Her career is booming. Her finances are booming. She's going to be relocating. She's going to be getting married. Like, for me to see that, it's like, wow, I'm so blessed that I'm utilizing this psychic ability to be able to help someone like that and completely transform their life. So if there's one key point that I want you guys to all take away from this, is know that manifesting comes with mind, body and soul aligned. It is not just about reprogramming your subconscious mind. It is not about just, you know, getting your body to move a certain way with certain emotions. It's also about your energy. So don't think twice when it comes to your energy, when it comes to your vibration and your soul. You want to utilize it to its fullest advantage, because you are all a limitless being in a human body. So when you're ready to learn more about yourself, head over to my website here, register your interest for the One-to-One Warrior. You can also hit that subscribe button and don't forget to check out my other YouTube videos. But until then, guys, take care and I'll see you soon.